What has working with our team, working with Coach Knob, working with the Empower team in general, like how has that helped you in your journey? Or how has that empowered you to be at this spot in your journey?
That's actually, it's funny you asked that because I was just talking to my husband about that the other day, right? We were just having this conversation. And I think first and foremost, like I'm a person that needed accountability, right? So that's kind of why I started this journey with you guys again, was I needed that accountability to say, hey, like I got all my workouts in, da 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 da, da, right? And that's kind of where I started with it. But what I'm realizing is there's this other underlying thing that I wasn't expecting to get out of it. It's this during my weekly check ins, I really have to stop and think, how did I improve last week? And like I could write just, oh, I went up in weights, right? Or I got all my workouts in where the week up before I didn't. But it's really learning more about myself mentally. And I wasn't expecting that. And I wasn't expecting to start thinking of myself differently and believing in myself even more, taking all those, well, I'm just not this person. No, like now I'm thinking I am this person. And that's something that I I didn't expect to get from working with you guys, right? Like I know you all have such an amazing view on, you know, changing who you are and keep getting better and, always thinking about like what are you listening to? What are you reading? What are you putting between your ears? But now I'm thinking of what am I personally putting between my ears? And I didn't realize that would come with this. And the sense of community and the sense of belonging, like I'm in North Carolina, you guys are in Ohio, right? Like, but I still feel like I'm part of this amazing community of women and we all are pushing each other and we're championing each other just to be the better version of ourselves. And now I think of myself as not somebody who's envious of that girl who's lifting the weights. Like, man, I really wish I could. But now I think of myself from working with you guys of that's going to be me soon. And I'm going to succeed. I'm going to push that. Like the possibilities for me that I feel like I can have now is unlimited. Like I don't sit here and go, yeah, like I just want to get to bench press where I put 25s on each side, right? Like now I'm like, who knows what I can do? And I think that that's the biggest shift is having to dig and shift your mindset and having this group of community where I can say, hey, I've had a bad day and I would get uplifted or, hey, let me share this insight that I had and I can maybe reach out to people. But it's just so much more than what I thought of. I'm just getting more of a personalized training program. I'm getting some accountability. I'm somebody who's taking all those like guessworks and spinning the wheels off my plate, right? Like I can't even explain how much more it is than I thought it would be.
Ah, I appreciate that. And I want to say too, I receive all the words that you said. And it's also, Callie, because you have truly been such an active participant in your journey. And I briefly, before we started doing this podcast, I said, Callie, you are growing so much because you are active in it. You are taking time every single week to reflect back. Hey, what did go well? Because some people come in, and I'll be very honest, they come in, they just want X's and O's and we give them to them, but they're passive in their journey. They want it to be done for them instead of really actively with us. And Callie, that's why it just gives me goosebumps where you're going to be in May, where you're going to be in September of this year, and a year from now, because you have this fire lit. And this fire is not going to be going out anytime soon. And for those that are part of our team, or honestly, just in your fitness journey in general, lean in and be an active participant in there. Lean in and think about, yes, the wins in the gym, but also the mental wins that you're having. When you're having a struggle day, talk about it. Like it's not this single upward trajectory where every day just keeps getting better. It's this, I'm going to fall flat on my face, but I'm going to show myself I can pick myself back up, dust myself off, because then I develop that strength, I develop that resilience, and I know that I can do it in the future. So I just want to, you're just such a special person in my heart, because I remember years ago till now, and we've talked fitness, we've talked mentally, we've talked so many different areas. And the fact that I get to meet you in May in